You are now listening to the Perceptive Readers Podcast. Now the earth proved to be dark and formless, and yet a word was spoken, "Let there be light." Hi, welcome to this special on free energy. Opening up with "Let there be light," I quoted the God of the universe, the one who created it. Why? What does this have to do with energy? Well, let me ask you this. From what you've learned, E equals MC squared. What does light have to do with that formula, that equation? We're going to talk about this subject and more, but I wanted to focus first on the spiritual aspect of where energy actually came from. And it came from the one who created the universe, and then guess what? He also gave it to us in a way of a gift, in many ways in which we will talk about. Now, I want to tell you right up front that each one of these sections, which are 5 parts, the first 4 will be within the time frame of 5 minutes. Okay. And I want you to realize this because sometimes, let's say I may be talking about someone you know as a boss. Okay. And as you actually have observed, you probably observed that your boss is smart. The boss has shown many applications of the company policies that shows that they are wise, and that your boss has actually shown through potlucks or gifts or what have you to the employees that he or she is also generous. Now, in many of my discourse or keynotes, I may take up to 5 or 10 minutes elaborating on it to show you just what a maybe wonderful, great, and even loving boss you have. Now, without all that developing, which I won't do in these 5-minute parts that I'm talking about here of each section, because I'm going to be very concise and direct, I may reference something and you may go away saying, man, my boss is idiotic, or he called me idiotic, or what have you. And see, and that's not what I'm doing. It's just that I didn't develop it like I would over the course of a longer discourse. As I told you, at least the first 4 parts will be within 5 minutes. I even have a stopwatch timer to make sure that I do this. Now, what I want you to take away from part 1 is exactly this. It was the God of the universe, the grand creator, who is still alive. He is not dead. He is the one that gave us light. He is the one that scientists could actually look up and view, and even philosophers, and come to equations and poetic language to describe light, which can be also AKA or synonymous with energy. Thank you for being here for this keynote address, if you will, through your notes, through your papers, thesis, and maybe even recordings. This is free energy.